Hello, in this video I'm going to go over another essential healer set. In this set I'm going to go over is the Blind monster set. This comes from the Bedlum Vale dungeon. You have to run the dungeon on veteran to get the monster set. The shoulders are available from the DLC Undaunted vendor for keys. If you don't want to try and get it on vet, you might want to keep an eye on the gold vendor that has monster sets in Cyrodiil on the weekend. There's a chance it may be available there. I'm not sure about when that's going to happen, but keep an eye on that if you don't want to try and get the Helm on veteran. The dungeon's not too difficult. It's, I would say, maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10 in terms of regular vet difficulty comparison to other dungeons. It's not a base game dungeon easiness, but definitely not as hard as some other ones on veteran. But anyway, let's get into what this set does. This should be run essentially on a. I'm going to use this term that has a lot of different meanings to different people. This should be run on a crit healer. And what I mean when I say that is, you need to make sure your heals are critting often. A crit healer does not mean that you're just a Khajiit or something like that, or that you're running the Shadow Mundus or something. I think that doesn't even help with critting. Again, like it's not just your crit healing amount. You need to make sure that your healing chance, which is this stat right here, you want to make sure that that is very high. This controls how often your healing critically strikes. This is not your actual crit healing. Your crit healing is actually listed in the advanced stats tab, and you have to come down all the way down to the healing done, and then there's critical healing. So this is a flat percentage boost right here of healing done. And then this is critical healing. Now you get a base critical healing of 50%, and then you can build up to that, up to 125% critical healing. I would not recommend focusing too much into that. It's much better to make sure that you crit more often by doing this. Now there's a couple of ways to do that. One, your DPS in your group are most likely going to have a Nightblade Assassin in your group. So you're going to be able to add 6% to this right away. So instead of 34.6, you're going to have 40.6. Another very, very important thing to do if you're going to run a critically striking healing build like this, you want to make sure that you are running two things. I would run, instead of a powered staff on your front bar, I would run a precise staff just like this. That's going to give you 7% more critical strikes. And then in addition to that, you are going to want to make sure that you are running, and you keep this up at all times, you are running Essence of Spell Power pots. Very, very important. This keeps your major prophecy buff up, which equates to 12% increased critical strikes. So, just to give you an idea, here I am sitting cold turkey at 34.6. When all I do is pop this potion right here, boom, I'm up to 46.6. So if you have a Nightblade in your group, that 46.6 goes up to 52.6 critical healing strikes. So this set procs off of critical heals. So if you can keep your heal over times critting on you, there's the shield right there. You can see it. As long as you can keep critical strikes on you, and I'm on a platform, so that's not going to let my budding seeds land on me, so let me get over here. There. As long as you keep these skills up, your shield is going to hold very well, because you can proc this once every 6 seconds. And I'm just going to sustain this while I'm talking, just to show you how often you can critically strike, and this can really, you can keep this shield up 100% of the time, just about. Because you're going to crit just about every other heal on a heal over time, and then you're going to have a 3,365 shield hit your group. Now this is per target. Also, everybody's going to be wearing Velothi, so this part isn't as important, but it gives your group minor force while the damage shield holds. That's not the reason I use it. I use it for the damage shield. I really wish they would put a different buff on that. Maybe Berserk would be better. I don't know. But or maybe even just a unique buff. That would be cool. Maybe 100 weapon and spell damage would be nice. Just to make this set a little bit more strong. I think 100 weapon and spell damage on that would be really a nice add-in instead of the minor force. It's so easy to get that buff, so it's kind of frustrating that that's tied to this, but this is really an easy set to proc. It's strong. It helps keep your group alive. The other healer that I have set up is for resistances mainly, so this one is more shield based. I do have the other set I have on here turned off just so you can easily see what this shield looks like. I wanted to make sure that this one was highlighted so you could see what it looks like. But that's my video on this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.